Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dalton, and I'm finally back for the Q&A question video, guys. You know, it took maybe a little while to film this video. You know, and originally I was gonna say like only like 10 of the questions or something, but you know, I decided to do like all of them. So we got 30 questions. And, you know, I might not go too in-depth on each of them because, you know, then the video would be like real long, guys. I guess not that that's too of a bad thing. Okay. So, without further ado, folks, the first question is from Ephemeral Rift. And he's a good guy. He makes some good videos and he puts a lot of time into his videos. He said, yeah, my question is, when are we going to collab? Do I have to drive up there to do it? The collab, that is, in person, because I will, and I'll bring that soda. So that's a funny one. And I do want to collab with the Ephemeral Rift. And the answer to that is whenever you want. So we'll probably end up doing like maybe a Skype call or something like that. And we're gonna do a pizza collab video. So I guess we'd be like on like a Skype call and just be talking and stuff and eating down some pizza and soda. So, and he's one of my favorite ASMR artists too. So, yep. Okay. Number 2. It's a question from D-Car Brad. And he said, how did you get into bandanas? And the answer to that question is that, well, you know, I always thought that like hats were kind of uncomfortable. You know, they kind of like give me a headache after being sucked onto my head for so long. Cause like squeezes it. You know, so I was always like, well, you know what, I could just put a bandana on my head. And you know, it's not really tight or anything, and also used to wear them like doing yard work and stuff, because then the sweat won't fall in your eyes. And then I just liked them, and I said I kind of like that. So that's how I got into it. Okay. Now we got question number 3, and it's from Melissa Thorn. She said, you probably already answered this before, but what is the origin of your accent, and what part of the States generally are you from? I love your voice. It puts me to sleep every time, so thank you. Smiley face. Thank you, Melissa. Well, I'm from Pennsylvania, and you know, so that's the part of the States that I'm from. Okay. So now we got question number 4. And it's by Nick Tomato 28. And he says, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? You know, and my favorite flavor of ice cream would probably have to be like chocolate chip cookie dough. But then if you do like a chocolate ice cream for that, and then it's even better. That's a good ice cream. Okay. Guys, we got question number 5 now. And Jewel 00. He said if you could take 3 things to an island and try to survive for a month with just those items, what would they be? Well, let's see here. I think I would take maybe a spear or a bow and arrow. So maybe a bow and arrow. And then you could hunt like animals to survive. That'd be a pretty efficient method of being able to keep reusing the arrows provided they didn't break. And then the second item would have to be like okay, the second item would have to be maybe like some canvas cloth. There's quite a few things you could do with canvas cloth, like make a tent out of it and stuff, and keep it, kind of keep the rain out a little bit, and then you can make clothing out of it and stuff. A third item would probably be, maybe a deodorant stick so I didn't smell so bad the whole time. And hopefully that'd last a month. It probably would. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this next question is question number 6, and it's from Lawrence Hartnett. And he asked, do you have any back hair? And the answer to that one is a little bit. Not too much. I probably have more on the front of my chest than I do on the back of my chest. So that's the answer to that one, guys. We got question 7. It kind of comes from Noah Johnson. And he said, are you married? And the answer to that question is, I'm not married. So, any potential brides can send messages to my inbox. And, you got, well, yeah, that's about it about that. So, any inquiries? Because, yeah, that didn't happen. So, let's see. Question number 8 is coming from Stuart Baker. And he said, what kind of music do you like? And, music probably like rock and roll. And then, maybe somebody like Johnny Cash and, like Willie Nelson. And, let's see. Some of the older stuff too, but like the newer stuff, like what's a good one? Let's see, what's a good new band or something I've been listening to recently. Well, maybe like Florida Georgia Line. It's kind of like rock and roll country or something. So, let's see. We got question number 9. And that's coming from Sly Fan 77. And he said, who are your top 5 ASM artists? So I'd have to say that my top 5 ASM artists are like, I'd say Ephemeral Rift, because he's what kind of like got me started on the whole thing, and that's how I learned about the videos. The second would probably be let's see here. Would maybe be, let's see. Oh, this is tough. Well, the first three were easy, but the fourth, probably maybe be, maybe ASMR requests, because she makes hers like really well done and stuff. And she's got like a big wig. She's got like a lot of subscribers. And she's like full-time doing ASMR. And then number 5 would probably be number 5. We'll say the ASMR gamer. He's got good stuff, and I like video games, so that'd be number 5, I guess. I could do at least the top 30 of the ASMR artists. They'll make some good stuff. Okay. Now we got question number 10. And that's from Elijah NC. And he said, how did you get into ASMR? And the answer to that question is that I got into it by seeing like an ephemeral riff video by chance. And then I saw a bunch of them that he was like tapping and making noises, and I was like, what? And then, then I was wondering what it was, and then I, thought, oh, I like those sounds. And I said I could probably make some of those and be a part of the community. And then I started watching all kinds of people's videos, getting some pointers and, some cool different takes on the videos. Okay. Now we got question number 11. And it's by Lolitaholic. And that's basically almost the same thing, and it's what inspired you to take up ASMR. That was, like I said before, and also that I had like a video camera, but I didn't have like a microphone, so at first my first few videos were just the camera, and I said I'm just gonna make some of these, and real fun to, participate with these videos, guys. Numbered question 12 is by Leonardo Danlin, and I wrote these down on paper, so I might not be able to read my handwriting back, because it's pretty bad, but I think that's his name. And then he said, do you live in the South? And I don't, I live up in Pennsylvania. A lot of people thought that I lived in the South. But no, that's just like from the place that I live. Is how I talk. My family talks the same way. And I, never really noticed it obviously until people started asking about it. Okay, guys. Alright, so question 13 is by X. My name is Lame X. And he said, where did you first experience ASMR yourself? What's your biggest trigger? And I think that that would be when I was young, and it's usually from hearing like a faint noise or like a whisper in my right ear, and then that makes like my spine like tingle for some reason, and like, and I always thought that was strange, and I was like, what the heck is that? What reason was that for? That happened? And that, that's pretty cool. So So question 14, guys, is from Mike Cavalier. He said, how's it going, Dalton? What do you do for a job? And for that, I work with my uncle. And I do all sorts of stuff. We do, like construction, and then we do like installing toilets, and then we do, we'll do, demolition, and we'll do yard work. And it's always a different fun adventure with, my uncle. So that's about that. Unfortunately, ASMR doesn't pay the bills at this point. Okay, we got another question for 15 from Swamp Ass Outfitters. And he said, could you eat a pizza while doing Q&A? And the answer is, sorry that I didn't. But I feel that them pizza videos are becoming like the only the videos that I've been making. And I figured I ought to like mix it up, so that it's not all just pizza videos. But them are fun and those that taste the best, to be honest. Okay. We got question 16, guys. And that's from I'm a Poinsy 1288. Okay, he said, what you do in old story series? And the answer to that is, I think I will. Now, I ask for requests a lot, which, I'm glad that people give me that request, because I like to sort through them and see, like, what some good ideas would be. But that's, I've got a lot of old stories. So that wouldn't be a bad idea. He said, like, what you do ones from your childhood. And I could do that. Because I don't know if I'd ever run out of them stories. Okay, now we got question 17, and that's from Austin Bernhard. And Austin said, if you could have any question answered, what would it be? And that question is, or the answer to that is that, any question answered. I got all these noises going off right now. Hopefully that ain't too distracting to you guys. Let's see, the question I wanted answered is that, let's see, any question answered. Any question answered. I can't think of that one. Any question answered is that, how come humans can't fly? We're given all the other stuff like the smartest brains and stuff, but then we can't fly. So that's the question, why can't we fly? Okay. So we got question 18. And that's from FSX Elate. He said, would you do more eating videos? And I could question to that is it, I will, I guess. But like I said, I'm trying to kind of spread it out and not like make that the main focus. Even though I know a lot of people like to eat videos, I'd rather mix it up, but I'll do some more of them like different foods rather than pizza. Okay, we got question 19, and it's from Graham Williams, and he said, Do you like sports? If so, what is your favorite team? You know, the answer to that is, yep, I do like sports. And, you know, I'd say that I really like football. And I like the Pittsburgh Steelers because they're pretty close to me. And then, you know, I like the Louisiana Tigers too. And a lot of them teams are real good football teams. I try not to take sides. You gotta be open. Okay. Number 20 is a question from Chase Bandy. Oh yeah, and he said, do you ever get toppings on your pizza? You know, and I'd have to say that sometimes I do get pepperoni on the pizza. But the thing about that is that in the pizza soda videos, I try to get it plain because then I can eat more of the pizza because that pepperoni is pretty filling. And it doesn't make you feel as bloated and like bogged down as it would if you just ate a cheese pizza. So yeah, I'd say that sometimes I do. We got question 21. And that's from Charlie Jupiter. He said, how old are you? And what do you do for a living? So I told you guys what I did for work. To make the ends meet at least. To pay the rent. To put the bread on the table. And he said, how old are you? And I'm 700,000 years old. Now I'm actually gotta be 25 soon. So I'm gonna be 25, guys. Okay, we got question 22. And that's from Sobster Rex. He said, do you prefer a bow or a sword? And I'd probably say a bow. You know, if you're in the medieval times or etc. Just because I feel like that's a little safer and you can have like elements of hiding and stuff. But with the sword, you know that you have to go right up in the front of the battle. With the bow, you might have some assurance of being far away. But then if someone comes up with a sword, then you could be up the creek without a battle. Because they might hurt you with the sword and you'll only have a bow. Okay, we got question 23. And it's from Engineer. And he said, what TV show was your favorite as a kid? And I'd probably say that my favorite show was All Real Monsters. Or Ren and Stimpy, one of those two. But both of them, All Real Monsters was kind of like cool and funny, and the characters were like cool. And, you know, they just don't make them like that nowadays. They're too scared of kids or parents getting like offended by the snot and stuff. Like in All Real Monsters, there's a lot of like snot and like they lived in like a sewage plant or like under the pipes in the sewer. So, okay guys, question 24 is by Nicholas Beard Person. He said, how are you feeling today? And I'd have to say I feel okay today. You know, I do have to go to work. So that instantly makes me a little bit like, oh, I feel really happy on days off, let's just put it that way. But yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. Question 25. It's from Splash Splur. And he said, did you get into any fights in high school? And for that one, I would say not really. There was once in gym class where a kid got real mad at me because we were playing like floor hockey, and I was a goalie and I was blocking all the shots, but beforehand he was doing really well. But then when I came to goalie, I was like blocking everything and leaning down and like laying down like they do in real hockey. So he got real angry, and he started, we almost got into a fight, but he kind of like walked away. But not really. I was pretty nice to people, and it always helps to just be your own person and be a brave person. Stand up for yourself, guys. Okay, we got question 26. That comes from Nomus. He said, what happened to Dalton Plays? Now, for those of you that don't know, that's my gaming channel where I just talk normally. It's not ASMR. And I just haven't made one in a real long time. That's still going on though. Like, I'll do one eventually, and then hopefully regularly I'll do them videos along with these ones. So sorry about not posting on there. Question 27, guys, is from Rapeezy, and he said, are you a fan of Pittsburgh or Philly teams? And yeah, I already kind of answered that one with the Steelers one. Okay, guys, we got question 28, and that's from Jess Flores. She said, did you play any sports in high school? If not, what did you do in free time? The answer to that one was that I played some rugby. I played some rugby because that was real fun. No, it wasn't as official as the football team. I wasn't that good at it, but I still had fun with it. There's some funny guys on the team. Question number 29, guys, is from Julian Piercy. And he said, what's your favorite soda besides Mountain Dew? For that one, I would probably say Diet Dr. Pepper. For some reason, I really like Diet Dr. Pepper, and quite a bit more than like the regular Dr. Pepper for some reason. It's just got this taste to it like none other. Okay, guys, we got the last question here. Last but not least. And it's question number 30 by Purple Last. But it's ironic because it's the last question. And he said, do you have any siblings? And yeah, I've got a brother, okay, a little bit older than I am, and he's, a good guy, and that's it. I got one sibling. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the Q&A video. That was quite a few questions. So, sorry that I didn't go too in-depth for some of them. But this will probably be like my longest video. And that's okay, guys. So, that's gonna be Dalton out. And we'll see you guys real soon for more Dalton.